Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Jasper. I'm your tarot reader, and today we're gonna find out where is your connection headed. So you have three choices here you can pick from. There is the oyster in pile number 1 with some berries. There is the elephant in pile number 2 with a pine cone, and there is the unicorn in pile number 3 with an apricot seed. So you can take as much time as you like in order to make your choice. You can close your eyes, imagine your person, think about them, meditate on the situation, and then open up your eyes and see whichever of these piles attract you the best. Or you can use a pendulum. You can even work with numbers and have a look at the timestamps in the info box below and see whichever of those numbers attract you the most. Whatever works for you. You can even listen to the three piles as well if that what your intuition is telling you to do, and you can follow your animal spirit, really whatever is best. There is no wrong or right answer regarding this, and I really trust that you're going to be guided towards the best decision for you from your spirit guides. So really you don't have nothing to worry about, and it's very important though that you always follow your intuition, take what feels right and leave the rest, and try not to get too attached to the results of the reading, being this a general reading. If you would like to receive a private reading instead, you can find all the instructions and prices and information in the info box below. I'm available, so you can contact me anytime, and I can record the reading between Thursday and Sunday. There is space for 3 readings max every week, so book your slot in time. And I'm also available for Reiki sessions if you'd like to receive one, and there is an example of how I guide a Reiki healing session in the videos that I uploaded a few months ago. And you can find as well the name of all the decks that I'm using today in the info box below. And if you decide to buy them from there, you're also going to help the channel a little bit with the commission that comes from Amazon and not from you. And I think that's it for now. I can't wait to see you at the beginning of your reading. Hello guys, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the oyster with the berries, so I'm gonna place the oyster on the side for now. We're gonna have a look at it later. The cards have been already shuffled, so they're ready to go. And so we got, let's see, the 10 of shells. Oh my god, what a beginning. Let me just adjust the light. I have the feeling it's a little too bright. And the shadow, yes, the chariot in reverse. Then we have the 2 of acorns in reverse. I'm going to have a look at the clarifiers already. We have justice in reverse, not king of acorns upright, the 10 of feathers in reverse, and the star. Okay, so let me have a look if everything is in focus. It is. Okay, beautiful start here with the 10 of shells, because we've been asking where is this connection headed, and as a response we have emotional stability, emotional satisfaction, long-term commitment, possible creation of a family. So there's all these beautiful explosion of love here in the 10 of shells, and it's absolutely promising, guys. We have a justice. It is clarified by a justice in reverse though, so there could be some lack of balance at some point in throughout this evolution, throughout the journey of this connection, or you might be going through that right now. So everything definitely seems to be looking amazing on the outside, but there could be certain things that still need to fixed and adjusted, okay, in the inside, on the private side. and it speaks about lack of honesty between the two of you. So certain aspect you or the other person have been hidden them, or certain aspect of your relationship are not fully clear. Maybe you have not set some really clear boundaries, or the other person hasn't. These couple of cards put together is as well telling me that you guys, for a while, at least at the beginning of this journey, you're not going to be able to know for sure whether you're headed towards this 10 of shells. Everything looks like it's going towards it, but it seems that there is some insecurity from your side or the other person's side, as in it could be that you guys are not going to be speaking about this, as in, what are we? What is this connection? You're not going to label it for a while. So it feels good, but you cannot fully grasp if that's the direction you're going. You cannot fully grasp if it is indeed a stable connection that you can rely on for the future. You don't know if you're going to build something together or start a project together, moving in together, actually creating a family. You don't fully know. So everything feels gorgeous, and it feels like on your side, or at least on one of the sides, things seems to be absolutely bright, but then on the other side things are not fully confirmed. That's what I'm seeing here. And then we have the Shadow and the King of Acorns. That's a beautiful combination, because it's telling me that the dark shadows are going to be looked at, are going to be faced. Okay, so any anger, frustrations, any fuzziness of each of you, any of those weak spot, or sorry, I can't decide whether this is too bright or not. Let's just leave it as it is. So if there is any side that need adjustment, it is going to be faced. This is what I'm seeing. There is going to be the determination and the excitement, the enthusiasm, and the drive, the motivation to go and look at that shadow aspects in the face and fix them. Okay, so if there's any past wound, if there's any past heartbreak, if there is any past pattern that is not making behave you or the other person in the most ideal way, most caring way, it is going to be faced us. So that's absolutely interesting. That's beautiful. That's what we want to hear. There is a Chariot in reverse and the 10 of feathers in reverse. Okay. So it's like at some point it feels like there's going to be a break, and there's going, or at least a phase where you guys are feeling like it is not progressing. And what it is not progressing could be as well the regeneration from a past heartbreak. That's what I'm seeing, or from a past loss, or from a past physical trauma or emotional trauma. Sorry guys, I didn't notice the sun was coming out of the clouds and making everything super bright. So we're saying that it could be that in the future there's going to be a phase where there's going to be a lack of regeneration from a past heartbreak. So, or as I said as well, an emotional or physical trauma, something that has hurt one or the other very badly, and it is going to be hard to move on from it, to progress that regeneration, that rehabilitation, that recovery. Okay, but I see here, yeah, I see that for a while with these 2 of acorns, you guys are gonna feel like you don't fully know what direction to take. What direction is this connection taking, and what is it that you should be doing? But then you can see that both of you are still directed towards your dreams, to be united, to be connected, to follow your personal dreams. So I feel that that is going to be a constant in your life. You're still going to be aware of that. You're still going to be reminded every day of what is it that you want to create and manifest. And then it is normal that at some point, because of the ups and downs of the daily life, you're going to feel like a bit lost and confused and not know what direction to take. But it is absolutely beautiful that you guys are never going to lose hope to reach those dreams. And it's beautiful that the reading is beginning with the Ten of Shells and ending with the Star, because they're both of them really beautiful, positive, optimistic cards and full of love and hope. And so I feel that that's a beautiful confirm that this connection has the right basis. Of course, being both of you possibly very very interested in working on through your past traumas. It could be a tumultuous relationship where both of you are at some point will have to take the veil off and yeah, be honest with each other and tell what's really going on and what has been going on in the past and what it is still affecting you from the past. And you're going to be raw with each other. That's what I'm seeing here. Certain things, certain toxic patterns might come up to the surface, certain shadow aspects. But the beautiful thing is that when you actually dance with the shadow aspect, then you can allow personal self-growth and you can allow a much deeper meaningful union, rather than just staying on the surface and pretending that everything is going to be okay, that everything is fine, because those connections are not gonna last long, okay? Because eventually they're gonna face their troubles and they're not gonna be able to handle them. But you guys, I feel you both are going to be able to dance with those shadow aspects together, and it's not going to be always easy, of course, but I feel that you guys are determined to reach your dreams together and you're determined to be united. So let me get now a few other cards from your pile. We have King of Feathers in reverse, the Four of Feathers, the Queen of Feathers in reverse. Look at this, King and Queen, both like a couple from the same suit, but both of them are in reverse. And the World. That's interesting, because I feel that if there's at any point a moment where this connection is gonna turn cold or you both are gonna turn harsh towards each other, I feel that you guys are going to be able to put that side asleep. Okay, you're going to put in hibernation that side of you guys. So it feels like if all those defensive mechanism that sometimes shows up in a relationship, or that the desire to protect your heart from not getting hurt anymore, especially if you or both of you or one of you has received some emotional physical trauma in the past, I feel that those sides are going to asleep and you guys are going to start all over from zero with this world. You're gonna create a new world for you guys. You're gonna start a new chapter and a new cycle, and you're gonna give yourself the the opportunity to have a new spring, okay, and to be different with each other. Let me see what else we got. Trio crystals, yes, there is the absolute determination to maintain this partnership, to keep working on this connection, to put energy and effort and time. So there is a lot of dedication for sure. I'm really sorry the light keeps changing. I'm in Ireland and that's just what happens. You cannot rely on the sky. I thought it was going to be a cloudy day, and it is, but the sun sometimes is shining out of the clouds. Knight of Acorns in reverse and the Page of Crystals upright. What I see is that in the future there could be there could be a moment where you guys are not going to be talking about the fact that the passion might slowly fading away, and you might have a hard time talking about that, especially if you already had a lots of conversation, a lots of hardship to go through together, and then this would be something that you really would be the last thing you expect, and so there's some hard time talking about it. Or as well, it could be that there is going to be some lack of exploration of that passionate side, maybe after lots of time spending together, possibly even years, when the connection is really stable. I feel that there will be a need to explore something different, to reignite the spark and the excitement, okay? But there could be a little bit of hesitation doing so. But just at the beginning, because then we have the Page of Crystals, which is definitely a curious fox, and the pages always have this intention to keep learning, to keep growing, to keep getting better, and so they're like the students of the deck, basically. And also it's beautiful because with these crystals there is the intention to maintain something stable. Okay, so I definitely feel that there is going to be the curiosity, but at the same time, yeah, the desire to maintain this passion constant in time. Okay, so you guys will definitely work through this. Okay, it's going to be a first initial moment where you're like, oh, why does it not feel the same as it used to be at the very beginning? But you guys have, both of you, the intention to work through this, so it's going to be fine. Then yeah, Six of Feathers, you're definitely going to move on from agitated waters, from any troubles. Eight of Acorns, there's going to be a lot of communication between the two of you, and possibly a lot of messages and calls, such a high desire to keep expressing yourself fully, because when you've gone through so much, you realize that you can actually be raw with each other. You can be fully honest, and the other person is not judging you, and it is embracing the full version of yourself. So there's gonna be this excitement of sharing everything about your daily life, about what's going on in your mind, what dreams you have. And also there could be as well a lot of traveling. That's what I'm seeing here. Then we have Seven of Feathers. And let me see what else we got. Page of Shells. Okay. So, Seven of Feathers, Page of Shells. I definitely want to clarify the Seven of Feathers. Okay, we got Three of Feathers, and then Temperance in reverse. So yes, there is a moving on from certain things that has been creating troubles between the two of you, or some difficulties, or there's definitely moving on from a past heartbreak. Although sometimes you guys will be wondering, have we been taking a shortcut? Have we truly been working on through everything? Is it truly healed, that part of us? Or did we just run away because we were tired to talk about it? And we were impatient to resolve the situation, and we just were kind of childish in that way, emotionally childish, and wanting to have everything resolved very quickly so that we could just be happy again and just focus on our lovely connection, and focusing on being joyful and playful. So yeah, it seems like you guys have been united for a specific purpose of growing as people, and you decided to unite with that purpose. But you decided to work through so many things in this lifetime, and it can be a little hard, and it can make the relationship quite intense. But I feel that there is a lovely connection at the bottom of it, that you guys are absolutely motivated to work through everything together. but it is going to be an intense connection for sure. And I don't know, I'm trying to think as well of this sun coming in up and down, as in and out of the reading. It could be a sign as well that your relationship is going to have ups and downs of like really happy light-hearted moments, and others which are going to be a bit more heavy-hearted, and this is just how it is going to be, and you just need to embrace it. Then we have Six of Acorns in reverse, and Ten of Crystals. That's beautiful. Ten of Crystal as well talks about fulfillment, especially on a practical side. You guys are going to feel stable. This relationship will feel absolutely stable, something you can trust, you can rely upon. This person is going to be your home. You guys are going to be absolutely brilliant creating money, so financially you're not going to have any problem, even though at times it might feel like there's a moment of not feeling fully successful and not feeling fully proud of yourself. And it could be some lack of self-esteem as well that sometimes might get in there. But it feels like, yes, any time that you feel like your life is going to bring you some unsuccess, you'll always be able to come back home, to come back to your partner, and he or she will make you feel absolutely great about yourself again. So it feels like the main pillar of your life is going to be this relationship. So that's beautiful. Let's see what the manifestation cards are going to tell us about what is it that you guys are going to manifest together. We have find the balance, full moon in Libra. That's actually funny because we were talking about this up and down of the light, as well as the up and down of the daily life, the daily problems between the two of you. So it feels like this relationship will definitely need to find a balance between those moments where you guys are going to be absolutely joyful and super optimistic and positive, and others where you're going to feel very heavy. Okay. But it's beautiful because you guys are going to manifest this balance, okay? So it could be a little bit ups and downs, having ups and downs at the beginning, but then you guys are going to be able to create balance. Then there is last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details, and this is why it's going to be quite intense, because you guys are going to be very precise and very peculiar, very particular about going really deeply into those problems. You're not going to leave any details out. So that's why the conversation, the facing certain problems is going to last a little bit longer than usual, because you want to be fixing every single thing. Then lighten up with the last quarter moon in Leo. So that's another sign that things are going to be absolutely fine. Every time you're going to have some difficult or intense time, you're going to be able to lighten up again. So that's the feeling for sure. Now let's talk briefly about the oyster. So the oyster has definitely had this stubbornness about them. Okay, so whatever dream they have, they're going to achieve it, and that's exactly what we saw at the very beginning with the 10 of shell and the dream card, the star card. Okay, those are the pillars of your relationship. No matter what's going to happen, you guys are going to be stubborn and are going to be working towards your dreams and towards this stability of the connection. The downside of the oyster is that sometimes they can hide, can be shy, okay, can be introverted, which is not a negative thing, but this card is encouraging you guys to show the pearl of your inside to the other, okay? So to show your precious treasure to the other person without being too shy to express yourself, okay? And it makes sense because at the beginning we saw that there was some difficulty in being honest or transparent with each other, and eventually then we moved on towards the Eight of Acorns, so having lots and lots of communication and feeling free to be yourself. So this is going to be the main purpose of this connection, finding the treasure in each other, even though it can be quite hard to open up the shell because you both can be quite shy or protecting your heart a lot, but then eventually this shyness is gonna come out, okay? So I really hope you guys have been enjoying this reading. Sorry again for the light and not being stable whatsoever. Let me know in the comments below if it has resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world, and hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. That's everything for now. I'll send you big warm hugs and can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye bye guys. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the elephant with the pine cone, we're going to place the elephant on the side for now. We're going to talk about it later. The cards have been already pre-shuffled before the recording to save a bit of time, and so they're ready to go. We have the Nine of Shells upright. We have the Four of Acorns in reverse. The Nine of Feathers in reverse. And the Ace of Crystals upright. Where is this connection headed, guys? Three of Acorns in reverse. Two of Crystals upright. The Transformation in reverse. And the Ace of Acorns upright. Two upright aces in the same position. Very good. So what I'm seeing here with these Nine of Shells upright and the Three of Acorns in reverse is that at the beginning there's going to be some pessimism regarding will I be single forever or what? Is this connection gonna go somewhere or what? Okay, so it's like you've been relying on yourself for such a long time that it's even hard for yourself to imagine to be with somebody else. And it could be that for some reason you have such a strong beliefs and some strong mental patterns already been set that it's so hard to mold at first, okay? Because you have also some sides of pessimism here with the Four of Acorns in reverse, and the Four of Acorns talk about stability, marriage, celebration, moving in together, create a stable network around you, and it is in reverse. So it's like again this idea that you're not fully open to the idea of getting in with somebody, and you'd rather prefer jumping from a connection to another with these Two of Crystals. Or there could be a lot of indecision as well regarding a person or another. And definitely you don't know who to settle with or whether you should settle in, and there's definitely this attachment to being single. I'm saying, although you might be telling me you're crazy, I do not love being single, but that could be your that hidden side of you, okay? Sometimes we tell each other a story and we think that we're working towards it, but then there are all those really hard, dry beliefs that are actually pulling us in the opposite direction, okay? So it could be that yes, you wish to be with somebody and you wish to have a connection with somebody, but deep within yourself you believe that you might not be good to commit to somebody. You might have some of those beliefs that make you feel like you're not good enough, or you you don't see yourself having a traditional connection with somebody, moving in together is just something that is not really for you. So you could have some contradictive beliefs about this that are definitely not making understand universe what direction, what experiences it should manifest for you, because we do manifest whatever we think and we imagine, we focus on. But I feel that there is a bit of confusion here on what is it that you want to manifest. And there's definitely going to be some resistance here to go through a transformation, to free yourself from the past, to free yourself from those beliefs. And that is going to create, there's going to be a lot of anxiety associated to it. Every time you think about, okay, I should change this about myself, then it's actually creating you some anxiety. So then you step back again. So it's like one step forward, two steps back. So I see that at first you're going to feel very, very conflicted about commit to somebody or not, and very attached to the idea of being single, or either way attracting conflictual experiences because you are conflicted on the inside. There is confusion about what you want to create here with this trio of acorns in reverse as well. But the beautiful thing is that this reading is ending with two aces here, this new beginning. And Ace of Crystals and Ace of Acorns is telling me that you're going to be ready at some point to have both beginning in like both passion and commitment together. Okay, so maybe at first you've had this passionate life, jumping from a connection to another and just enjoying the pleasures of life and never being fully committed to anybody and just enjoying being single. And then eventually you feel like you're ready for a beginning that includes both passion and commitment and creating something stable. So let's see what other cards we have. Five of Feathers upright, Knight of Feathers upright, Seven of Acorns in reverse, and the Queen of Acorns upright. Yes, Five of Feathers as well talks about internal conflicts. And there could be some conflicts regarding what to do with this person making a move on you and opening themselves up and coming out to you and wanting you to focus on this connection, wanting for both of you to go towards a specific direction, and you feel conflicted about it and not fully motivated. But then again, look, there's a huge change after the first three cards. There is the Queen of Acorns waking up and being like, I understood now. I know what is it that I want to work on. I know what it is that is waking up the spark within me. I know what makes me happy. I know I know what excites me. I know where I want to go. I know what is my dream. Okay, so it definitely feels like for a good part there is going to be conflicts and confusion and indecision, and then eventually there is this opening up and understanding of what beginning you want for your own life. And as well, I see this believing in yourself again and loving yourself and feeling super confident again. So all of those beliefs of not being good enough for a committed relationship are going to be dissipated. The Emperor in reverse, the Love in reverse, the Six of Shells, and the Nine of Acorns. Okay. So you're definitely going through a period of times where you're going to be completely stubborn and swimming against the direction of love and not fully trusting your partner or not fully trusting yourself and making romantic choices. And then when you are in a relationship with this person, you're going to feel completely defensive and scared to get hurt again, or scared that the other person doesn't have genuine intentions. So there's definitely um, some resistance towards love from the very beginning of this reading. I can see that. And let me see, how is it clarified? Eight of Shells in reverse. Okay. Page of Acorns in reverse, the Sun, and the Nine of Crystals. Okay. So definitely there has been a huge loss in the past that is very hard for you to move on from, to generate from, and that could be the reason why you feel so defensive whenever love shows up at your door. And that's why you feel not so curious and not so willing, not so keen to discover somebody else, to discover a new romantic connection. So that's why what I'm seeing here is a lot of a desire to follow your own dreams, a desire to start a new beginning, but mainly on your own, because there's a lot of resistance towards love. Or if you are in a connection with somebody, you're always going to be, not always, but for the first part, and remember this is a general reading, it may not resonate with all of you. And even when it's a private reading, I always tell the person not to think that this is set in stone. Things are always going to change and transform based on your thoughts and experiences and the people you attract. And so it's absolutely not set in stone. And yes, things will transform again. But what I'm saying is that based on your current energies, this is what you could manifest and you could create. And I see that there is a lack of trust towards the other person, and definitely you're gonna grow, you're gonna believe in yourself a lot more. But even if you are in a connection with somebody, you're always gonna be, I mean, at first, as I said, I keep using the word always, but it's not right. You're gonna feel at first quite defensive and detached, and you're not going to give yourself fully to the other person because you're always going to be scared that they're going to maybe do something hurtful. So it could be betraying you or stealing from you, abandoning you. So that's definitely a pillar of who you are, and it's gonna be like that for a while because there is resistance towards transformation. But then we have the Sun and the nano crystals, which is telling me that eventually you're gonna find happiness and you're gonna find abundance, and you're gonna be able to create the world that you want here. I still don't see couple cards here. There is that Six Shells, but it's associated with the Nine of Acorns. So yeah, it's telling me that whenever there's going to be a connection, there is going to be defensiveness as well. But then eventually you're going to feel clarity. You're going to see clarity through this, and you're going to be able to attract abundance. Let's see more clarifiers and see if this is including somebody else. King of Crystals in reverse, Ten of Acorns in reverse. So a burden is going to be released with this Ten of Acorns, and it could be that you are fully attached to somebody that did wrong to you in the past, and that could be the reason why you've been rejecting everybody else. And at some point you're going to find clarity, and you're going to be able to move on from this person and free yourself from this burden. That's what I'm seeing here. Five of Shells. Yeah, Five of Shells. Two of Feathers. I can see here that's what's happening. Like you've been focusing, or you will be focusing a lot on something that didn't work in the past, and it's going to be very hard to embrace the new. And then there's gonna be a lot of indecision there, whether you should be waiting for the person that left you in the past, or whether you should be welcoming the new person. So I feel that between all of this indecision, you're going to look, we have the Tower in reverse and the Hangman. you're going to wait. You're going to wait until you're able to fully show your colors to other people and truly reveal yourself without being scared of getting hurt or being judged or being betrayed. So you're going to wait. This is what I'm seeing here, okay? You're going to focus on yourself. You're going to definitely find clarity. You're going to definitely find happiness on your own because you're going to follow your own dreams. You're going to feel much better about yourself. But regarding connections, regarding love in general, the evolution of your love life, it feels like, yeah, at first there is this huge focus on being by yourself for a while because you won't be able to trust other people until you release this person that has done you wrong, and until you feel ready to show your colors without being scared of being hurt again. Okay, so let's have a look at the elephant. The elephant is definitely such intelligent creatures, as everybody know, and very strong, and that really cares about their own community. Really has very empathetic, has lots of feelings. Really cares about others around them, and is very, very wise. So I feel that in this specific card, there's not a pack. This elephant is by himself, and it has gone through some troubles here. There's only one horn and a half. So I feel that this elephant is trying to find that force within himself, and is trying to connect with that divine force and with that wisdom, with inner wisdom, in order to be ready for connecting with their pack. This is what I'm seeing here. So I feel that definitely you are going to be able to understand a lot from what's happening to you, from what happened in the past, and from what you should expect in the future. There's going to be a lot of understanding there. So let's see what you're going to be able to manifest for your for this specific connection, or for your love life in general. Please and thank you for pile number 2. What are they going to manifest? Lighten up last quarter moon in Leo, so definitely lots of beautiful, positive and optimistic energy there, and the push to lighten yourself up and to not think about the past anymore, and to be more optimistic about the idea of being together with somebody. Because yeah, as we saw before, there's going to be a lot of pessimism at first, feeling like, will I always be by myself or what? So I feel eventually you're going to understand why you're attracting certain experiences. Go deeper. New moon in Scorpio. This is exactly how it feels this reading. You're definitely gonna go deeper within yourself, and you're gonna be very honest within yourself and working mainly on you rather than on a connection. Let's see some more. We have full moon in Pisces, forgive, okay? This is what you're going to be focusing for a while. Focusing on yourself, and focusing on understanding your life path, and focusing on forgiving whoever had done you wrong in the past. So that's where your relationship is headed for the moment. It's headed towards a phase where you're going to be mainly focusing on yourself, and then you'll be able to show your true colors to others, but only after you forgive the specific person that hurt you in the past. So I really hope you guys have found some guidance in this reading that has resonated with you, and if it did, don't forget to let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world. And hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. Thank you so much for watching until now. I send you big warm hugs and can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye bye, guys. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the unicorn with the apricot seed, so we're gonna place this unicorn on a side for now. We're gonna talk about it later on. We'll start with the Spirits and Tarot cards, which have been already pre-shuffled, so they're ready to go. We have the Ace of Shells in reverse, the Traveler upright, King of Shells, wow, Eight of Feathers in reverse, the High Priestess upright, the Seven of Crystals upright, the Eight of Crystals in reverse, and the Hermit. So where is this connection headed? I feel that there's gonna be some resistance to a love at first, so resistance towards this beginning. So there could be a false beginning at first between the two of you guys, because one of you is going to realize that they actually need to work on their spiritual path first. Okay, so it could be that they are a religious person, it could be that they're very spiritual in general, and they could be into tarot reading, they could be into self growth, personal growth, and they just feel like they want to get in touch with their intuition, and they want to work on that side, and they might want to dive deep into philosophy in general, to studying philosophies, and it feels like at first there's not going to be as much space for love, but this is just the very beginning. Okay, it could be as well that everything seems going fine, but then your intuition is telling you that something is wrong, that something is not going as well, that something is missing, that this is not what you were imagining. But it's just that's just the beginning, because then we have the Seven of Crystals and the Traveler. So it feels like finally you're going to realize that you did some progress. You were impatient to see results, and you were simply focusing on how much time and effort and energy you were putting on to a specific connection without seeing the fruit of your labor just yet, and you were starting feeling a bit impatient. But then you start realizing, wait a minute, if I look behind, I actually can see already a few of the results. I can already be proud of myself for the work I've been doing until now, and the connection has progressed. Okay, it hasn't been stale this whole time. So then eventually you're gonna find fate into this new beginning again. Okay, so I feel that for the majority of you, it's going to be your intuition telling you, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't start this with this person, or maybe this is not the right time, or things are not as I would want them to be just yet. And so you're gonna be wondering, is this the right person, is this the right time, and all of this. And then eventually you realize, wait a minute, this relationship, this connection has actually been progressed, so I should have faith into this. Okay, then we have the Eight of Crystals in reverse and the King of Shells. Okay, so it seems like one of the parties here is going to be very emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, very dedicated to the connection, very happy to be in charge of the situation, very happy to take care of the other, and yeah, very lovable. But then it seems like the other partner or the other side of the same person is not showing dedication for this connection, is not working as hard, or is not really desiring to going anywhere. It's kind of, there's a bit of a stagnant energy, or if there's any problem, things are not really faced face to face, and they're not talked about. So then we have the Hermit and the Eight of Feathers in reverse. And so it's like whatever doubts you might have at the beginning regarding this person, regarding this new beginning, is actually going to manifest later on. Because you realize, yeah, on the outside they might look very lovable, but then in reality they're not really progressing at the same pace that I would want it. So this impatience is coming back again in the future, and it possibly this person is going to make you feel absolutely loved and desired, but then it's not going to create anything stable with you. It's not going to start a project. It's not going to talk about your future, about having a family or moving in together, or getting married, or all those things maybe that you would wish to create, and this person is not really into those. So you just feel like, am I wasting time here? Should I be by myself? And you start having lots of fears probably regarding your future, although you try to come out of them by turning inward and finding your inner wisdom. And because you're a very wise and intuitive person, so you know when it is time to take some rest from life in general and reflect upon the past events, and instead of being impulsive, you try and look within yourself and see if the problem comes from you or from the other person. So it feels like you're gonna take this pause, this little break, to try and calm yourself down and realize whether these are concrete, like actual fears, or whether you are just imagining them. Okay, so let's see what else. Four of Shells, Knight of Shells, Two of Shells, and Six of Crystals. This is absolutely amazing. These three cards are so romantic. Six of Crystals definitely talk about somebody that is always going to be at your side, that is always going to be helpful, that is always going to be there for you, that is super grateful to have you in their life, and it's the same for you. There's an equal give and take. There's a sharing. There's a beautiful sharing of life. There's a beautiful exchange of love here. It's a very romantic connection. There's a lot of flirt. There's a lot of romantic gesture with this Knight of Shells. And still, even though everything seems so good, it seems so nice and so positive, there is still going to be that part of you that is wondering, is that it? Is that really enough to make me happy? Or the part of you that is going to wonder whether all of this is true, or whether you're just imagining it, whether at some point it's going to disappoint you, whether it's just in your head. Okay, so let me get some other cards here. Seven of Shells is like you don't fully trust, and you're a little bit confused about this person. Awakening in reverse, Queen of Shells in reverse, and the Moon. It's like there is this part of you that is absolutely convinced that there is something deeper, that there is something unseen that is going to reveal at some point to the surface. It's coming to the surface, and it's going to disappoint you emotionally. Okay, it's like you just expect the worst out of this connection, even though everything seems to be going perfectly. And I see that you're not fully aligned here. Okay, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of desires coming from the outside as well. So maybe there's going to be a desire from you to actually explore other connections, to see if they feel the same. But I feel the spirits here are saying to you that you are actually, all of those thoughts are gonna come out of a position of being not aligned with your higher self and with your life purpose, and you're not gonna follow your intuition. So those thoughts will not come out of a place of love, will come out from a place of fear. Okay, it's gonna be your monkey mind talking rather than your heart. Let me see some other cards. We have the Empress, the Wheel, the Five of Acorns, and the Queen of Crystals. So see that there's going to be a lot of love, a lot of care. There's going to be a lot of abundance. You guys are going to be able to create something beautiful together, something stable. And it's a very nurturing connection, but that is not enough for you not to feel conflicted on the inside and still wondering whether you would have a lot of better opportunities out there. Or maybe you're trying to repress those desires to connect with other people. Maybe you will want to have a polyamorous relationship in the future, but you're trying to repress those desires because you want to have a stable connection. You want to kind of respond to the traditional ideas of a connection, and you don't want to be judged, and you feel that wouldn't be the curious thing to do for somebody, and maybe you will feel like you've been creating so much together with this person, maybe even a family. Maybe you'll be a mother or a father, and so you will feel like it would be a selfish decision to go and explore other connection outside of this main family. So let me see the last few cards. The Five of Crystals, Strength, Knight of Crystals, and Three of Shells. Yeah, it feels like you're going to say no to a portion, to a certain part of yourself, for noble reasons. You want to be strong, you want to maintain your connection stable, or your family stable, you want to be providing for them, and so you feel like it's better if you say no to certain connection outside. It doesn't necessarily have to be a desire to be emotionally involved with somebody else. It could be as well the desire to spend more time with your friends and having more fun, and you feel like you have so many responsibilities here, and it feels like mother type of responsibilities, or somebody that has a family, and therefore, sorry, just trying to make it a bit brighter. So it feels like you don't really have time for anything else, but you are a bit abandoning that portion of yourself. Okay, you're neglecting it. The last card is the Magician. So I feel that spirits really want you to remember that you're going to be able to manifest the reality that you want. Everything is in your power. So if you want to create a different balance between your connection, your romantic connection, and your friends, or staying at home and traveling, you can do that. You will be able to find a balance. Just let go of certain attachment of what a woman should be doing. That's what I feel like I need to tell you. And it's quite funny that we have the unicorn, because you've been wondering for throughout the whole reading. I noticed that you might be wondering whether the beautiful things that you're attracting in your life, in your romantic connection, are actually real, or if they are fruit of your imagination. It's like part of you is not believing that all of this bountiness is happening to you, because you never had it before, and so you're just wondering, should I wait for a disappointment around the corner? Should I be prepared for that? Because you cannot believe that you found this beautiful, caring person, and you just, it's like sometimes you just try to see bad side of them, as in, oh yeah, they're perfect, they're lovable, whatever, but they are not telling me I love you, or they're not asking, they're not proposing to getting married, and that's for you, makes everything else void, as in all the other efforts that this person is doing towards you, all the love that they're sharing for you is suddenly meaningless. And I think that it is because you just want to protect yourself, and you just want to be sure that you are with the right person, that it is not just an illusion. Okay, so let me see with the manifestation cards, what is it that you guys are going to be able to manifest for the future. Just be reminded, this is a general reading. As I said in the intro, may not resonate with all of you, and even when it is a private reading, tarot readings are never set in stone. Everything can change, and you are the painter of your own life, so you can create whatever you want. So don't stay stuck with a reading. We have, what do we have? There, the cards are stuck with each other. Talk less, feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces. So eventually in the future, you're going to be able to definitely be less overthinking and embracing more these beautiful feelings. This connection is creating. Then we have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. And reveal what needs to be seen with the last quarter moon in Scorpio. So it feels like you're gonna be eventually be completely transparent with this person, and or asking them to be transparent to you, and you're definitely going to make a move that is going to make you feel confident about your path, and it's gonna make you feel more united with your person, more connected, and less scared that it's only just an illusion. Let me see from the Moonology cards as well. Where is this connection headed? Have faith in your dreams. And then look at the bigger picture with the full moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like they're saying to you not to focus too much in the details. Yes, maybe he didn't ask you to marry him, but look at everything else that he is doing for you. He or she is not a gender specific reading, of course. So try and see their action rather than at their words. Try to feel rather than overthink. This is the message that Spirit is sending to you. So I really hope it has resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to get in touch with you. I'll answer to each one of your comments as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world. And hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new reading. That's everything for now. Thank you so much for watching until now. I send you big warm hugs and can't wait to see you again in the next video. Bye bye, guys.